The man who watched it started 3 weeks ago. Every night as I walked home from work, I saw him. A man, always standing at the same spot on the corner of my street, just a few feet away from the dim streetlight. He never moved, never spoke, and always stared straight ahead. His face was hidden in the shadows, but I could feel his eyes following me. At first I thought he was just a neighbor. Maybe he was waiting for someone or just enjoying the cool evening air. But as the nights went on, his presence became more unsettling. He didn't just stand there. It felt like he was waiting for something, or someone. I mentioned it to my roommate, Mark, but he brushed it off. "It's just your imagination. It's probably nothing," he said with a shrug. But I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. Last Thursday, it escalated. I was walking home trying to ignore him as usual when I felt a prickling sensation on the back of my neck. I turned around, expecting to see the man standing at his usual spot, but he was gone. My heart raced, and I quickened my pace, glancing over my shoulder every few seconds. That's when I saw him. Not at the corner, but closer, much closer. He was now standing at the end of my driveway, his figure outlined by the faint glow of the streetlight. My heart hammered in my chest. I rushed inside, locking the door behind me. That night, I couldn't sleep. Every creak, every noise made me jump. I stared out of my window, but the man was gone. Just like that. The next day, I decided to take a different route home. But no matter which path I chose, he was there, standing in the shadows, watching. Always watching. I tried telling Mark again, but he laughed. "Dude, you're paranoid. There's no one there. You've probably been overworking yourself." I started to doubt myself. Maybe I was imagining it. But then last night something changed. I was in bed, tossing and turning, when I heard a soft tap at my window. My heart froze. I sat up and stared at the curtains, praying it was just a branch or the wind. But the tapping continued, steady, deliberate. With trembling hands, I pulled back the curtains. There he was, standing right outside, his face inches from the glass. His eyes, dark, hollow, and unblinking, stared directly into mine. For the first time, I saw his face, clearly. He smiled. I screamed, backing away from the window. Mark burst into my room, asking what was wrong. I pointed to the window, but when he looked, the man was gone. "I swear, he was right there," I cried. But Mark shook his head, his expression softening with concern. "You need to get some rest, man." I couldn't sleep. And now, as the sun sets, I know it's only a matter of time before he returns. Because tonight, the tapping isn't coming from the window. It's coming from the front door.